Yeah, I was waiting for some time for a player like Federer to come along. You had Rafter, who gave you a little bit of an all-court game, and then along comes Federer, and thank goodness, because some juniors will start playing net and from the back of the court, not just staying at the back and playing from there all the time.
Yes, he's really captured the imagination of the sporting world, Roger Federer. Not just the tennis world. Do you think he's conscious of records? He wants to break records, or do you think he's just enjoying playing the game as it comes along? And I think he thinks of his place in history, maybe?
I think he's very conscious of that. I know, talking to Tony Roach, Tony said he is very knowledgeable about the game and very interested in the history of the game. And to hear him interviewed about the number of wins he's had and the Grand Slams he's already won, he expresses a little bit of disbelief, like, I can't believe I've won all this.
Yeah.
It's all happened. Ever since you won that first Wimbledon a couple of years ago, he's just catapulted.
Well, he's only 24 years of age, so quite a few more years of great tennis for sure. Hopefully.
I like the way he's gone about his business. He was number one. He was beating everyone, but he still spent a year chasing Tony Roach to try to get him as his coach. And not that I think probably felt that he could improve 5%, but just if Roach could just help him improve 1 or 2%, that was going to make it all the harder for Leighton and Andy Roddick and the guys that were just behind him to try to catch up. And he didn't look for a coach who was going to be around saying, "Oh, Roger, how great you are," and all that. He looked for someone.
Didn't want a backslapper, did he?
No, he didn't need a backslapper. He needed someone who was serious about what they were doing and had been around great champions before, as Roche was with 8 years with Lendl. He's an interesting guy, Kiefer, isn't he? He's got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And at one stage, he was down, a couple of years ago, he was down to number 5 in the world. The ease with which he is able to half volley a ball. Look at this, where this ball bounces. It's only just bounced. It's almost a half volley. And he's not even surprised that he does it. Cross-court half volley from the three-quarter court. Winner.
Yep. Routine.
Yeah. They're the type of volleys he loves to do, actually.
Yeah.
These little block volleys. Look at the racket work. You can see he actually meant to do that. It was probably the toughest volley to make for most people. For Kiefer, he feels comfortable with that. He has a habit, Kiefer. It's quite interesting. When he plays a bad point, he might be up at the net and he'll immediately turn around and look at the ball boy and call for the towel. He doesn't wait till he gets back to the baseline. He calls for the towel straight away. Give me the towel, ball boy. That's all your fault.
Yeah. Through now, the second set. Jesus, right through him. I wonder if he thought it was going in the net. It's like it didn't hit him.
Well, Federer thought it was going cross court. He rifled that shot, didn't he? Look at this ball here. He misread it completely.
A lovely execution on the low volley there from Federer to hold his serve. Knees bent, head still.
Yeah, there's you keep looking at Federer's game, and you look, as people like you and I who have been out there on the circuit, you watch a player like Federer and you look for little weaknesses, don't you? I've been commentating on him now for the last 3 years since he's been at the top, and I'm still looking for a weakness. I'm still looking for a way to actually, to play him. Yeah, it's been really interesting watching him develop as a... It didn't happen, when he was 18, 19.
No.
the talent and the potential was obviously there for everyone to see. It just took him a while to put together the package, the consistency of shot, the temperament. He used to get very down on himself.
Yeah, he was a bit fragile, wasn't he, until he really started to win some of the finals. We talk about his final record now. He lost the first few that he was in.
Well, it wasn't really until he'd won that Wimbledon final that the package came together. And from that moment on, once he'd broken through and won a Grand Slam, the real belief was there.
Great point.
Yes, you're going to smash it. Shall I smash it? No, I won't. I better not. Again, he picked Federer's shot, didn't he?
Yep.
He picked the approach shot from Federer and made the right move here. Just needed to be another step forward to get the volley a bit higher. Yes. Go on. Go on. Go on. Do it. Do it.
He's still thinking. Saved himself about $1,000, I think. So.
Well, you could see the sweat dropping off the racket head, couldn't you? He thought, this is the end of my life. In the next second, I'm going to be perished. 5-all.
One of the better points we've seen in the last few games.